We dominated last week's UnderDog Fantasy entry for UFC Atlantic City, and let's go ahead and repeat that success here for UFC Vegas 90. My name is Angelo. This is We Want Picks, and I'm going to give you my favorite UnderDog Fantasy entry for UFC Vegas 90. If you don't know what UnderDog Fantasy is, you come in here, you say higher or lower than any of the numbers you see on the screen, and you can 100 times your money. You add some chili peppers, you pick a few good lines, and you make a ton of money. They will even give you free money to play. The only thing you need to do is go to wewantpicks.com/underdog, use promo code WWP, and they will instantly match your deposit. If you give them $20, they'll give you $20. If you give them $100, they will give you $100 instantly that you can use to build any entry you want, win, and then withdraw all of that money right off into the sunset, now with more money. 100% free. Easy to play, ton of fun. WeWantPicks.com/underdog, promo code WWP. I'm going to focus on UFC Vegas 90, but if we see all these fancy little colors on the left, you will see this is for every single sport. This is year round. You can mix and match sports. I'm just noticing chess. Let's play chess. How the hell do you do chess? Holy crap. Boy, they will let you do anything. Chess? Let's focus on UFC. There's a couple of very favorable lines here. If you see my other video where I do something similar with Prize Picks, you'll see some of those lines have moved, and we have more favorable lines here. I'm liking the underdog lines better than what I saw with Prize Picks. We're going to work our way down right off the rip in the main event. I do not think Brendan Allen finishes Chris Curtis. If there's a finish in this fight, it's going to be on the Chris Curtis side. He already finished Brendan Allen once. So I don't see Brendan Allen being able to take down and then submit Chris Curtis. He's certainly not going to finish him in the striking department. So we're going to go lower than a half a finish on Brendan Allen. If Brendan Allen wins a decision, if Brendan Allen gets knocked out, doesn't matter what happens as long as he does not finish Chris Curtis, which I think is a very highly unlikely outcome. It is 0.8x, meaning they lower it a little bit, but it's okay because we have a chili pepper to close out our 5-leg that I'm building for you. Damon Jackson, I think, might be one of the most live underdogs on this card. He's fighting a 155-pounder that moved down to 145 pounds. He's somebody that has maybe the nicest hair transplant I have ever seen. His hair looks spectacular. And he can come in, he can grapple really hard, wrestle really well. Unfortunately, we don't have any wrestling lines for him. We just have finish. I don't know, too many risks there, so we're going to leave that alone, work our way down. Morgan Charrier, everybody's favorite underdog this week is Chepe Mariscal, listed as Jose Mariscal. He's everybody's favorite dog this week. Everybody's favorite dog. Morgan's the better fighter in that fight, but Chepe's an absolute dog. I've said dog 11 times here, but Morgan, technical, fights well. He can be aggressive, but he likes to be French and technical. Chepe can come in, make it dirty. If you think Chepe can finish Morgan, which I do not, then there's some lines here. I don't think he can win by finish. There's nothing I like there. And I don't think Morgan finishes Chepe. Nothing I like here. The lower on a finish is 0.65. That's just not worth it. Let's work our way down. And we're going to go all the way to Walter Walker. Walter Walker is Johnny Walker's younger but much larger brother. He is a Brazilian that fights like a Dagestani. He lives in Russia. He wrestles like a Russian, and that's what he does. He comes forward, throws some sloppy-ass strikes, and immediately starts wrestling. Therefore, I think his 41.5 significant strike line is a little crazy. I think Walter Walker... Did I say that right? Walter Walker? I think Walter Walker is going to come forward, shoot instantly, have a ton of success in the grappling, and get this fight done. I think he potentially wins by finish, but I don't know if it'll be a TKO or a submission. And I'm not just going to play straight finish. We're just going to go under on significant strikes. That covers pretty much all the bases. Even if this goes to a decision, Walter's not going to get there by landing a million strikes. He's going to get there by shooting takedowns, hanging out on top with plenty of control. I am shocked to see that his line is so high at 41.5 significant. That's a high line for heavyweights, let alone a heavyweight that wrestles. So I think we are good there. Charlie Campbell, we're going higher than 5 fight minutes. Charlie Campbell's a technical guy that wants to stay on the outside and pick. He's fighting Trevor Peek. This guy's a savage beast animal that has no skill whatsoever, but will charge forward, will throw crazy, and is impossible to finish. You're not going to finish Trevor Peek. You can hit him with a baseball bat, and he's going to continue to come forward like a rabid dog. we're getting out of this first round. I'm almost positive. I love the higher than 5 minutes here. And if you go look at Prize Picks, they have raised it. They're at 6.5 minutes. So they jumped up a little bit there. We're still chilling at 5 minutes here with Underdog Fantasy, and I like the higher. We just need this fight to start the second round. 1 second of fighting in the second round, and we are, as the kids would say, Gucci. We're going lower than 48.5 significant strikes on our girl Dorma. Damn it. Norma Dumont. That's where Dorma came from. Norma is very good. Norma's probably going to look to grapple a little bit, probably look to get some cage control, and probably look to stay out of striking range. She is fighting Germaine de Randamie, a phenomenal, undefeated kickboxer. She went 56-0 in kickboxing before transitioning to MMA. In MMA, the only person to ever land more than 48 significant strikes on her was the all-time great Amanda Nunes. I don't think Norma Dumont's going to land 48.5 significant strikes. If she wins this fight, it'll be with cage control, distance management, staying out of kickboxing range. She's going to be all the way in the pocket, holding against the cage, maybe work in a takedown or two. A lot of people think Norma's actually going to lose this fight. Either way, I don't see her landing almost 50 significant strikes for 2 reasons. 1, I mentioned nobody's doing that to Germaine de Randamie. And 2, Norma's barely doing that. Barely ever does she get past this number. Even in full 3-round fights that stay standing for the most part, she doesn't get past this number. So I think we are good there. And then finally, our fancy little chili pepper. We're going to round this entry out with Pereira Rodriguez lower than 1.5 takedowns. It's very important to look at fight history here when we build these. If we go look at Cynthia Calvillo's record, she has only ever been taken down more than 1 time twice. This is a woman with a very long-standing career who has fought some of the best women on planet Earth. And only 2 times has she been taken down more than once. And one of those times, you have to go all the way back to 2017 for the last time it happened, and it was Carla Esparza, arguably the best or second best wrestler in the division. The fight before that was her UFC debut against somebody we've never heard of. Pereira Rodriguez is not going to come forward and wrestle. And if she tries to wrestle, I don't see her getting 2 takedowns. Cynthia Calvillo does a great job getting people to fight her fight. She does a great job keeping fights on her feet. And if she wants to work her own takedown, she might be able to do that. But I don't see Pereira Rodriguez getting 2 takedowns here. Like I said, the last person to do that was Carla Esparza in 2017. That's what, 7 years ago? Look how fast I did that math. I mean, it's incredible what I can do. Throw a whole bunch of cards in the air, I'll tell you how many there were. Bring me to a card table, I'm counting. I'm the autistic friend headed down the elevator in all of those movies. Either way, guys, this is my entry. I already have this built. Let's go ahead and take a look. We have the Pereira Rodriguez lower than 1.5 takedowns. Norma Dumont lower than 48.5 significant strikes. Brendan Allen lower than 1/2 a finish. Charlie Campbell finally with a higher on the 5 fight minutes. And Walter Walker lower than 41.5 significant strikes. Guys, this is my entry. If you like the entry, great. If you don't, that's fine too. Just go get your free money. Go to wewantpicks.com/underdog. Use promo code WWP. Get the free money, build yourself an entry, withdraw all of your winnings, and be a happy camper. WeWantPicks.com/underdog, promo code WWP.